Welcome to the Alyeska Tram Ride. And yes, my friends, this is Wendy with Where Wendy Travels, and today we are talking about the tram. This tram carries you from the valley floor at 250 feet elevation to the upper tram terminal at 2,300 feet just in 7 minutes. Welcome to the Alyeska Aerial Tramway, my friends. It is the highlight of my journey today. And I want to tell you about these 7 minutes. The view expands with ever-passing moment, the lush valley shrinking below, the peak stretching higher, and the Turnagain Arm sparkling in the distance. As you glide upward, you're traveling along one of the most scenic tramways in all of North America. Look closely, you might just see wildlife below. Moose, black bears, and even Dall sheep sometimes make an appearance on the slopes. In summer, the green carpets of the valley floor give way to alpine meadows filled with wildflowers. We are here in Alaska, and I am so excited. In winter, this Alyeska tram, everything sparkles under a blanket of snow, transforming Alyeska into a skier's paradise. At the top of Alyeska tram ride, you're greeted with panoramic views of 7 hanging glaciers. Yes, my friends, 7. These icy giants are remnants of the last ice age, clinging to the mountaintops like frozen crowns. On clear days, you can even see as far as the Alaska Range as Denali itself. North America's tallest peak at 20,310 feet. And here's a tip. Sunset from the top of the Alyeska tram is unforgettable. The sky transforms into streaks of fire and gold as the light reflects off the icy peaks. It's a photographer's dream and a moment you'll remember forever. Feeling adventurous, my friends? You can set out on the mountaintop hiking trails right from the tram terminal. In summer, try the North Face Trail, a steep but rewarding descent back to the valley, or take a gentler path to explore alpine ridges filled with blueberries and fireweed in the summer. Well, if you're not much of a hiker, don't worry. There's plenty to enjoy without breaking a sweat. How about a meal at 7 Glaciers restaurants right here on the top of Alyeska Mountain? Look at these trees. Look at this landscape. Look at this steep incline. How fun. And just a little wobble in the middle. Hang on. You should be used to it, or know that it's coming so you don't worry about it. And 7 Glaciers restaurant at the top is a fine dining spot perched above the world with award-winning cuisine and award-worthy views. Think Alaskan king crab, fresh salmon, reindeer sausage paired with elegant wine. And here's a fun insider secret. The restaurant's wine cellar has won the prestigious Wine Spectator Award of Excellence multiple times. And here we are, almost at the top. Woohoo! If, for instance, my friends, food isn't your thing, you can simply relax with a drink at the Glacier Express Cafe or step outside onto the viewing deck. Lots of comfy chairs, outdoor furniture, where interpretive signs point out the mountain ranges, glaciers, and valleys below. And don't forget, the tram isn't just for summer sightseeing. In winter, it's the lifeline for skiers and snowboarders heading up to some of the best powder in North America. Woohoo! Look at this. How green, how lush, how wonderful. We are here near the end of September, my friends, and it is gorgeous. We've gotten the first fall in snow, But the mountaintops you're seeing, the glaciers, well, I shouldn't say they never melt, but they are glaciers. And a glacier, they're there for at least 2 years, but y'all know they're there for decades and decades, if not hundreds of years. So whether you're here to ski, hike, dine, or just soak in the views, the Alyeska Aerial Tramway is more than just a ride. It's an experience, a memory, and one of the very best ways to see the great land around us in Alaska from above. I know these videos are not going to do this justice, but my friends, I love, 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 love being here in Alaska. Yes, that's real snow, and no, that's not recent fall. That's snow that's been here for a while. And we are only 2,300 feet above, and yet we can see beautiful snow that has been here all year round. And they've got a lovely gift shop up here to my left. Great hiking trails out here, my friends. Bring a lunch, buy a lunch, take a short hike, take a long hike. You will love this. And I do want to tell you some history and fun facts about Alyeska. Did you know Alyeska Resort got its name from the Aleut word Alyeska, meaning the Great Land? Yes, that's right, the Great Land. And this is, my friends, just like Denali, which sometimes you can see from here, but again, it's so often covered in cloud coverage and you can't see it. But Denali is called the mountain. It's always been called the mountain, just like Alyeska is the Great Land. It's just breathtaking. The resort here began taking shape in the early 1960s when ski enthusiasts saw the steep slopes of Mount Alyeska as the perfect location for a world-class resort. By 1960, the first ski lifts were in place, and the area quickly became Alaska's premier destination for winter sports. And then came the Tramway. Built in 1992, it replaced the old Chair 1 lift and instantly became one of Alaska's most iconic attractions. Here are some fun facts about Alyeska Tramway and Resort. The tram is cable-driven and can operate in winds up to 50 miles per hour, making it one of the sturdiest aerial systems in the entire world. And look at this red airplane. I have seen this take off and land a few times now. The airport where it lands is just down below here. And hit subscribe because I have some statistics on airplane flight and I want to share it with you. I don't have it on the top of my mind, but it's something like 1 out of every 8 people or 1 out of every 10 people in Alaska can fly a plane. And it is going to land for us again. So it's really, really exciting. Whether you see a small land plane or a small float plane, we're going to have a video where we're going to have the float planes on display as well. So very exciting about that. And getting back to Alyeska Tramway, did you know the gondolas that we ride up in, they're actually called a cabin here. And the cabin can hold up to 60 passengers. Well, my friends, we had about 20 in ours, and it felt a little full. It was full. Some people opted to take the next one. It comes up every 15 minutes. But each cabin can hold up to 60 passengers. So you might be sharing your ride with fellow adventurers from around the globe. The tram has carried millions of visitors since opening. From Olympic skiers to summer tourists to curious first-timers, and that's me, a first-timer and a tourist. And there's no snow on the ground. Look at that. Can you believe 60 people standing in that? And yes, there's chairs around the side. I'm going to show you the inside. And I love this. I love riding gondolas. And this one is so nice, actually. Very nice, very large. At the top terminal, you're standing in a spot that gets on average of, are you ready for this? Can you guess how much snow? We're talking 2,300 feet in Alaska. Can you believe this? 650 inches of snow per year fall right where I am standing. That's over 54 feet of snow. Right here where I'm standing, 54 feet of snow. Can you imagine 54 feet of snow? That's like a 5-story building. That is amazing. Alyeska, we'll get back to Alyeska. Alyeska has hosted multiple World Cup ski races, putting Alaska on the international ski map. And here's a quirky tip, or a quirky fun fact. The tram operators often double as tour guides, pointing out wildlife, history, and even folklore during your ride. So it is fun. It is worth it. It is breathtaking views, breathtaking to think that 54 feet of snow can be right here around this building that we're walking through. And we've got another little cafeteria right in here. Picnic tables, chairs. During the summer, just take your lunch out, sit and enjoy yourself. And again, this is cable driven. These are the cables. And again, this tram is so safe, it can function in winds up to 50 miles per hour. Beautiful, stunning. And we're going to jump in this tram and we're going to take it down the mountain. And I'm going to show you again the beautiful sights as we traverse back down to Alyeska, the hotel, and see where our journey began today. Wow, just 7 minutes for this whole trip. And again, the lush valley below us starting to grow. We can see the Turnagain Arms sparkling in the distance. And I know I should be looking directly below me for wildlife, but I am so fascinated with the landscapes, fascinated with what I see, and I think you will be too. So put this down on the bucket list. And my friends, if you haven't yet and you're enjoying my videos, I have so many more videos to show you of Alaska and our excitement and our travels here in Alaska. And we've taken the train as well. So lots of videos coming up. Hit that thumbs up, give me a like, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss these. And remember, Alyeska isn't just about skiing. It isn't just about this wonderful 7 minutes up, couple hours up there, 7 minutes down in the tram. It's a place where history, nature, and culture all meet. You have people from all around the world taking advantage of the incredible geological formations, animals, climates, daylight, everything here in Alaska. And from its native roots to the Aleut word, Alyeska, to its rise as a global ski destination, to the countless memories made on its slopes and summits. This is truly a jewel of Alaska. So hit that subscribe button, give me a like, and I will see you again real soon on our next beautiful Alaskan journey. Have a great day, my friends.